Jokes number 1. Lawyer conversation. A lawyer who had just opened a BMW car walked down the road, and there was another car that was speeding up and losing the BMW car's door. When the police came to the scene, he saw that he was dancing with his head angry. Seeing the police, he was complaining accent. "You see, they do heavy damage to my new BMW truck, this one." The observer is observing the scene and says, "The lawyers, you only regard the material as above all." He was only interested in this BMW car and did not know that his left arm was destroyed in the dead. He was in a crisis when he saw his arm amputated, and cried out, "I gotta find it right now. I wore a Rolex watch in that wrist, and I found my hand, hurry up." Jokes number 2. It's not small. You jail ask each other, "Why are you here?" "I left my wife." "That's it? Little thing." From the 3rd floor down. Jokes number 3. Psychometric tests. Husband table with wife. You put on a 3 table to see what your child would be. If it took the sheet $100, the future it will be the finance home. If you take the writing tree, it will be the writer, but it will be the priest. Later, he entered the room with all 3 things. While the wife was dull before the unexpected situation, her husband mumbled her. The 4th approach. Wife enteritis asked, "How do you open?" "It's a robbery, okay." Jokes number 4. International Police newspaper out on July 2, 2003 has a bizarre animal post. A beautiful blonde girl to go home to visit her. By the way, she sees a very exotic animal. It is advisable to ask a farmer standing nearby, "Please explain to me why this cow has no horns?" He desires to look up at her for a while and then slowly explain, "Ma'am, there are animals that have extraordinary powers or use their horns to cause disasters. Therefore we have to deal with them by using cutting saws for shortcut. Then, there are a few drops of acid for the horns that never grow. But the cow is no horn, because it is horse." Jokes number 5. Father who is in distress. A traffic accident just happened out of the street. People are curious about the round in the outside to see. A brother Linto slow not to see it. 2. He shouted up, "I'm your father who's victim." Everyone marveled back and looked rushed to him. The victim is A. The dog was just killed by a car. Jokes number 6. Lost 3-1 but also gained 7 dong. A young guy meets an old man. "You're trying to show more than you," the guy who said. "I'm with you so knowledge by quiz each other." The old man measured, the guy put more conditions. "If you win 10, if you lose him only 1 coin. Best, you first quiz. Which hand does the first space?" The old man did not answer, and quietly withdrew the sheet 1 to the young man. "Be able?" he asks. "Who invented the conservation law of mass?" "Good. 1 sheet again." "All right, you're a quiz. Do I quiz you 1 question?" "Agree." "What's up the hill with 2 legs, down the hill with 3 feet?" After a long time thinking, the young man decides to withdraw 10 out, give the opponent and ask again. "Don't know." "What is it, sir?" The old man pulled out a draw 1 fellow for the young guy. Jokes number 7. Foot sliding. The story says, there is a sacred lake in Canada. Who wants to wish to say his wishes and then jump into the bath is voluntary. So people from all over the world pulled to the very east. The man wishes to be a white bear, who wants to be an eagle, and he may even wish the cherry blossoms. There's a brother to the lake, how the steamed foot slipped, rushed, oh, crab. And fall down the lake. Jokes number 8. Terrible secret. Horrible secret. There were 50 victims. Do you buy newspapers? By purchasing a sheet, browse through. Behold, the boy, what's the secret to that guy? That was the terrible secret, he was the victim. Quote. Terrible secret, there were 50 fat victims. Notice here. Jokes number 9. Good to win. On the apocalypse, heaven and hell disputed territory on the ground. Party talks. Satan Avatar Hell proposal will have a football match to solve this problem. Assistant Satan speaks small. That would be very unfavorable to us. By all the good players to heaven. Don't worry, you don't remember all the arbitrators have come to hell? Jokes number 10. The preparation step. There was a pretty skilled midwife but lost her composure. They call her to a child's offspring. Coming to the instrument in hand, she told her husband, I'm going to call you out. The maternity began to scream. About 10 minutes later, she displayed the door and said, Do you have a pliers? Hey. He overlaps the eyes asking, Yes, pliers, hurry. I know what I'm supposed to do. There's pliers. About 5 minutes later, she appears at the door. Do you have a big wrench? Wrench? Lord, what happened to me? It's okay, but I need a clee. Her husband is watching the wrench and reluctantly gives it to her. Door closed, metal collided with each other, the safe. Safe. His husband is outside, the tooth tight, the face rebued, the tremor hands on. Given a slice, gasping, face of sweat, she displayed the output of a general door. Listen, find a sledgehammer, if it's slow, don't catch up. To this country, his husband can't stand any more, rushing to the door, before his eyes are the background of the pliers, hammer. And the instrument has not been opened.